Hello my friends all over the world, wherever you are. William Poloniak here at Whole Health Foundation on this warm and pleasant California evening. This evening a friend of mine made some juice on a centrifugal juicer. And if you look here, this is the pulp he had left over. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take his pulp and I'm going to press it in the Norwalk juicer and see how much more juice we get from the pulp left over from a centrifugal juicer. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it. And because it's carrots and greens in there, I'm going to mix it by hand. Okay, I've mixed this the best I can. And I'm going to clean my gloves and then we'll start scooping in the produce. And we'll see how much more juice we get just from the remains of a centrifugal juice session. Fold that over, flatten it down. We're going to make this into as tight a package as we can. The tighter the better. Set that aside. We'll make a second cloth full of pulp here. Now normally I would put this through the Norwalk again because it does a much better job shredding the pulp. And I can tell by the consistency of the pulp here that it's not shred very well. So let's push that down. And you can even see one piece of beet here, not even shredded at all. But I'm not going to re-shred it. We just want to see what happens from the leftover pulp from a centrifugal juicer. And at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you what is the best juicer to use. Alright, we'll put that in there. All the way back it off, and while they're doing that, we're going to put in more pulp. Here, more pulp. Flatten that down. And we'll put these two more cloths in here. All the way back it off. This pulp in there. I want this video to be too long, so I'm not going to do a full video on shredding this pulp, but we'll come back later for another video. Okay. Let's put this back in here. All the way, back it off a little bit. The reason you back it off is you don't want to go up too quickly. If you go up too quickly, the cloths have a tendency to slip apart and then you have a mess to clean up. Okay, that's close enough. I'm not going to wait for every last drop to come out. Let's see how much extra juice we got. It looks like 4 cups. Do a close-up down here. 4 quarts, 4 cups of extra juice just from the pulp. Now this pulp that's left over here, I'm going to put through the Norwalk and see if we can get any more juice by shredding that. So there you have it, my friends. The question is, which is the best juicer to use? Well, the answer might surprise you. The best juicer is the one that you use. So for my friend, it's a centrifugal juicer. Maybe when he sees this video and sees how much more juice we got over here and how much more we're going to get from his pulp, he might change his mind. But I hope you like what you see, and if you do, please tell a friend. Okay, my friends, I have shred the rest of the pulp that was left over after squeezing out and getting this much juice from the centrifugal juicer. 4 3/4 bottles of juice. And what I did is I passed the pulp through the Norwalk again, but to be completely fair, I put 4 containers of ice cubes through, which is the equivalent of, each container is 1.5 cups. So 2, 3, 4.5 cups of water. So when I press the juice, I'm going to take 4.5 cups of juice out to be completely fair about the amount I got. So what we're going to do now is put the last of this pulp here. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the cloths out and press out the rest of this pulp. And when I'm done, I'm going to come back with another segment of the video to show you how much juice I got, minus the equivalent of 4 ice cube trays. Okay, I'll see you in the next segment. All right, my friends, I've finished juicing the rest, or pressing the rest of the pulp after I put it through the Norwalk. And as I mentioned earlier, to be honest, I put the equivalent of 4 cups of water in the form of ice cubes. So what I'm going to do is deduct 4 cups. But what I got from that pulp after shredding it in the Norwalk was a little over 9 cups of juice. So if you deduct the 4 cups I used in the form of ice cubes to cool down the cutter, I got a little more than 5 cups more juice. So let's go over here and fill these bottles. Now remember, 4 cups of this liquid is in the form of ice cubes. Water in the form of ice cubes. So to be fair, we have to take that into consideration. And I believe 4 cups is the equivalent of one of these 16 to 17 ounce bottles. 2. Now I've got another 2 or 3 ounces of juice here. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to see how many cups of juice of water I get for 2 cups. 4 cups of water. So there's 2 cups of water. Let's see. Let me get another. Oh, here's one bottle. Let's see how much water goes into one of these bottles. So 2 of these bottles is the equivalent of the ice cubes. So from the pulp, I got 6 more bottles of juice from the pulp, plus this from the pulp of the centrifugal juicer. All right, I hope you like what you see, my friends. If you do, please tell a friend. And if you'd like to contact me, my phone number is 760-753-0321. My email address is developtrust@cox.net, and my webpage is wholehealthfound.com. And remember, I hope you find whole health doing juicing with the Norwalk juicer. See you in the next video.